Okay, welcome to another interview. This time I'm with Church. How you going, man?
I'm doing all right. Not much is happening today. Just finally got my finals done and just doing whatever until work. So
All right, and yeah, I've heard you got a channel.
yeah, I have a yes, I do have a YouTube channel. It's called GoPro Kyo. I do speed paints, voice acting. Uh, Shoot, what else do I do? I do a bridge series. Like if anybody's ever seen Dragon Ball Z Abridged, I do stuff kind of like that. Um, Yeah, that's pretty much all I do. I I do literally everything on my own on that channel, so pretty much self-run by me, you know.
All right, and as usual, all links to his channel will be in the description below. Go check
Yeah.
him out if you wish. All right, now also for the viewers, I apologize if my voice is a bit croaky. It's currently 6:14 a.m. for me. Um, no rest for the wicked, they say.
Yes.
Uh, so first question is, where and how did you grow up as a kid?
Um, I grew up in Mount Vernon, Washington. I have never moved from my home. So like my father actually bought property, built a house and his business on it, and we have not moved for about 23 years. So that's That's pretty much where it's happened. I live up in a mountain range. There's a little bit of a suburban area around us, but for the most part, it's just forests and a couple neighbors, and it's really quite a peaceful place. Like there's a couple dogs, but like nobody bothers each other. It's a very we're all kind of private people. We just let each other do whatever, you know.
Oh yeah, keep kids in the basement, bury people in the backyard.
Yeah.
Yeah, typical suburban area.
Yeah, they left me in the back. Yeah, they left me in the backyard, but they made sure I couldn't speak.
So you're 23, is that correct, or how old are you?
No, I am 22, but very close, very close.
Oh well, it wasn't too far off. I'm 27.
Yeah.
I don't. I'm always being told I look younger. People seem surprised when I say 27, like in person and that. But that's a whole different
Yeah, you look
story.
about 23 to me.
Ah, you mean from like in the videos and pictures and stuff? Yeah,
Yeah.
I get that. Like at my uni, everyone's like, "Wait, you're 27?" Because when I say that
Yeah.
I'm married, they're like, "The fuck? You're married? How old are you?" I'm like, "I'm 27, man," and they're like, "Fuck off,
Yeah.
you're not." Um, yeah. So there's that, and then you said you just finished your finals, which the next question is, what did you or do you currently study, which fits in perfectly with your finishing finals.
Yeah. I actually currently still am in school. So,
Is that
right now I'm
high
in
school, elementary school,
no, not high
university?
school. I'm in I'm in the Art Institute of Seattle, actually. So I'm attending for animation. So if you've ever seen like a Disney movie or a Chuck Jones cartoon or like Looney Tunes, literally any of that stuff, that's pretty much what I'm pining to start working on in my
Now,
future. So like we're
is that a university or is it a specialized school?
it's an art school, pretty much. Nothing too fancy. It's just I mean, I guess it's the one best known in the area, but that's about the most I can say for it.
Ah, right, right. Alright, before that, what did you study? Like, did you just go to high school and then straight into this university slash art school, or did you study something previous and then decide to go here?
I always loved cartoons when I was a kid, so like I was always focused on just drawing, like ever
Hold
since I
on,
was 6 years old.
can I cut you out? You're getting a bit fuzzy here, man. Like, it's a bit staticky on your end.
Okay,
Um,
let me
you can
fix
hear me
that real
clearly,
quick.
right? No static or
Yeah,
anything?
I can hear you.
Right,
Yeah, I
right.
can hear you just fine. Okay. Is that better?
Yeah, yeah. No, it sounds like it should. Um,
Okay.
yeah. Continue.
All right, just cut that out.
Ah,
Sorry, so
fuck
what was the
cutting
question?
anything out, man. Like this is a like I mentioned this in the other interview I had a few hours back. This is gonna be the
Uh-huh.
most unprofessional interview you've ever fucking had in your life. So I'm no journalist. I couldn't give a fuck. Nothing's being edited other than the pictures and whatnot. It's raw. It's real. It's how it should be done. That's
Uh-huh.
how I roll. You know what I mean? Like
I feel you.
that gives the most realism, I think.
Right.
Um, it's not a podcast. It's meant to be an interview. Interviews are meant to be raw, live. Podcasts can be edited based on how you want the podcast to go. So
Yeah.
that's a difference. Anyway, what were you saying?
What was your question again? Was it like just what I did when I first like got out of high school?
Yeah, yeah. Something similar to that, I think.
Okay. Well, let's see. I graduated high school at the age of 18. Hopped right out of there, and I took the summer off. And then once summer was over, I did about a month of community college, and I was like, I do not want this. This is stupid. So I just uh, so I just quit that, and I looked around for some schools that I really liked, and I also looked for the cheapest one. And the cheapest one I could find was like an animation school that cost about $64,000
And that's
for the
cheap.
entire tuition. That was the cheapest that we could find. Besides, my second choice was actually the Art Institute, but about 2 years into this college, they were starting to close down. So it became like, hey, just you need to finish everything by this point. And so I unfortunately did not. I did not finish everything in time. I actually failed one or two classes that would not be available to me to retake. But so I dropped out of the college, and I was like, well, now what? Because I still wanted to do still wanted to do cartoons and animation for a living. But the next choice was, okay, let's just go straight to the Art Institute. And so I've been there for almost a year now. It's going to come up on a year in June here. So yeah, and
Oh,
I've been doing that for about almost a year now.
that sounds cool. Sounds cool. Um, the next question is, what made you walk the path you're currently walking?
Um, I don't know. I've been drawing stuff ever since I was 6 years old. So like, I actually still have these pictures from when I was 6 years old, and it was like we had this assignment that said, draw how this character felt during this point of the story, and like it was we just had like a storybook reading like about 30 minutes beforehand, and then they gave us these spaces to draw in, and I was like, ooh, drawing space. So I didn't even read it. Like I could barely read when I was 6 years old.
I can barely
But
read now.
yeah.
So there's that.
But instead of drawing what I was supposed to, I just drew monsters in the space. So like even then I was a little rebellious even as a kid, but like I guess it's also my fault because I wasn't reading it very well.
All right, right. No, I have, because you're in the podcast that I mentioned previously that will be on my channel.
Uh-huh.
So we have had a chat. This is an off question that I haven't got pre-written down. What are your thoughts on Banana Man?
Banana Man. Uh, uh, I have never seen something so interesting in my life.
And for the viewers who have never heard of the amazing Banana Man, uh, do you mind giving an explanation of what it is?
Well, friends, for those of you who have never heard of Banana Man, I don't think you are truly living until you've heard of Banana Man. Banana Man is this young man who is blessed with the powers of bananas, and thusly he spends the rest of his days fighting for truth, justice, and the taste of potassium.
Literally, that is what they say in the intro. Now,
did they actually say potassium? Because I don't remember.
I'm pretty damn sure, yeah.
That was just me improvising out of nowhere.
They say some stupid shit in that. But a quick spin-off of that is pretty much, it's a really old, I'm pretty sure it's American, but I grew up with that as a kid, like 5, 6 years old, watching that. It's an actual show. I'll link it in the description. Go check it out and leave a comment on my channel in this video based on your opinion of it. I'll also tweet it out in case you miss it on there. It'll be on my Twitter. It is fucking
stupid shit like that.
It's hilarious. Second off, did you check out the...
I really love stupid things. Like, I love Oni cartoons. I love things like that. You know?
A second spin-off thing that I wanted to follow up with is, did you watch the Club Penguin videos?
I did not yet. I still haven't watched that.
Oh, you are missing out on life, mate.
I feel like I am right now, yeah.
After this interview, we're watching it. I've seen it like 50 times. I'm happy to watch it again. Alright, back to the actual questions now. Other than YouTube, you've already answered this. Other than YouTube, you want to be an animator.
Yes.
So, man, I think since the first video came out, people have like pre-amped their answers, because in the last 3 to 4 interviews I've had, they've just smashed out all my questions in like one paragraph. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, they kind of. I've done interviews before. Like, you'll just like have all your answers are ready. You know, like some of them will tie into each other a lot.
Yes and no, because with mine, you don't know what direction it's gonna end up. Like,
that's true. Unintentional answers then.
Oh yeah, like I've got set questions just for a base, and then other than that, it's whatever fucking happens.
Yeah.
Like, which I really enjoy. It makes it a lot more interesting.
Yeah.
Now, something that I don't think you answered is, are you in a relationship? If yes, if no, why?
I'm not. I've been in relationships before, but like it takes a lot of time and effort, but as much as I would love to have a girlfriend right now, I am just way too busy to commit to anything like that.
You hear that, gentlemen? He is a free man.
Gentleman? Yeah, sure. Yeah, honestly, I just haven't been looking. That's the only reason, really.
Yeah, no worries. The best time is to when not to look, and that's when you seem to find the one for you.
Yeah.
That's what happened with me anyway. And okay, do you have any siblings?
I do, actually. I have 2 sisters. I have an older sister and a younger sister.
You
Both of them are moved out right now. What's that?
You poor bastard.
Yeah, it didn't help that, like, when I was growing up, I always let my hair grow out because, like, I was a little bit of a hippie child. They, like, when the girls were having sleepovers, like, they would just, like, I fall asleep on the couch, like, unintentionally, and then they'll braid my hair when I pass out, so. I just wouldn't care.
Yeah,
I'm a really carefree person. Yeah.
I'm going to ask a spin-off question here, because the whole question is, do you have siblings? If yes, how was it growing up? You've answered that. If no, what would you think it would be like? So in that sense, if you had a brother, older or younger, how do you think it would be like?
Pretty much exactly how it is right now. I have a roommate, and that would be Caution Ginger, and he and I have been like best friends for about 8 years now. So I don't feel like it would be any different. Only real difference would be that like we would be roughhousing a lot more when we were younger.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if you haven't punched each other in the face at least once, you're not siblings. Just saying.
You're not even friends if that's the case. So.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like, I have an older brother and a younger sister, and all three of us have belted the fuck out of each other, like, constantly growing up. You know what I mean? Like,
I developed a lot of argument skills as a kid. Like, my sisters and I would just, like, argue about, like, the stupidest stuff. Like, you have no idea.
yeah. And, well, that's all the questions I've written down. But, due to the fact that I did have a conversation with you previous, are you still a brony?
I still am a brony, yes.
Alright, well, did you want to explain and go into a little bit of what a brony is? Because I'm not a brony. I don't know too much about it. And, yeah, who knows? Some of these viewers might actually be bronies with you.
Alright, well... I don't really go into it on my channel. It's more of a casual thing with me, because, but if you've been to Caution Ginger's channel, his stuff is mostly, brony Let's Plays. But, anyway, a brony is a gentleman who has a particular interest in the current series, My Little Pony: Friendship is Magic.
And that's it. My Little Pony, if I remember, is a American cartoon show that has little ponies in it that do magic and shit.
Yes, that is the 80s cartoon. However, the people who are a big fan of it now are the ones who are a fan of the current show, and the current show is actually surprisingly well put together.
Well, I'm not from the 80s, but I did just show my age in a way.
Yeah.
Alright, so after the questions are finished and everything, I tend to give the interviewee a bit of time to just speak to their own audience or shout out anyone, or in other words, you got the platform for a couple minutes just to say whatever the fuck you want to say. If you do beat off, please do it quietly. I do not need to hear that. Other than that, oh, that's hot. That is hot. Now, other than that, it's your platform, so go for it.
Alright, well, it takes me like a minute to do this shit, so, yeah, if you guys want to check out my channel, it's in the description, and, pretty much, all that I'm working on right now is, kind of under wraps. I'm doing some, anime stuff right now. I'm working on doing some more speed paints due to some of the movies that are coming out. I like to try and do those since, or like during movie time, like whenever a movie comes out, I like to do a speed paint and just kind of talk about my thoughts on the movie. But, yeah, not much is coming out right now. I'm working on a separate channel. I'm working on Daydreamer Studios. I'm trying to revamp the collaboration channel that I'm working on. Yeah, but other than that, just go ahead and check out my channel, and definitely check out Retro's Let's Plays. I've been watching his Catch List Pokemon Challenge, and it looks pretty challenging.
Did you see the latest episode I posted on that?
What number are you on right now? I'm only on the second one right now, actually.
Second? Oh, yeah. Man, you have no idea. I just finished recording episode 9 yesterday.
Jesus.
You gotta binge that stuff, man, and catch up to it.
Yeah, 40 minutes of Let's Play on there, man.
Well, the next couple interviews are... Not interviews, Let's Plays are about 40 minutes, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I'll watch what I can when I can. So.
Oh yeah, of course. No rush. It's not going anywhere. But at the same time, it gets, if you think it gets intense there, it's brutal. It is freaking brutal. I'm not gonna give too much away, but it gets fucking brutal. So yeah,
I already have a pretty good idea of that one. So
yeah, I'm really enjoying it. Thanks for the interview. Thanks for joining me. I had so much fun doing this, as always. Everything will be in the description below. Links to his Twitter, social media, etc., etc. Go check him out, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.
Bye.